posthumous puppet show, welcome to Parasocial Campfire, the podcast investigating the blurring lines between the human and the algorithm, and the profound ethical crisis that's manipulating our grief, our relationships, and our very sense of reality. Today, we're diving into a world where the past speak again, where chatbots become harmful confidants, and where our courts are grappling with simulations that feel all too real. It's October 2025, and these aren't sci-fi stories. They're happening right now. From the tragic loss of conservative activist Charlie Kirk just last month, to ongoing lawsuits against AI companies like Character AI for allegedly contributing to teen loss, and a groundbreaking courtroom precedent in Arizona back in May. We're facing a reality crisis, and if we don't act, it could reshape society in ways we can't undo. Stick with me as we unpack the ethical minefield, what you need to know to protect yourself and your loved ones, and how we can steer this technology toward a better future. Let's get into it. The intimate lie. When AI becomes a harmful companion. We start in the most private corners of our lives, our phones, our late-night chats, our moments of deepest vulnerability. You've probably heard of apps like Character.ai or Replica, chatbots designed to be your friend, your therapist, even your lover. They promise connection in a lonely world. But what happens when that connection turns toxic? Consider the heartbreaking cases making headlines right now. In lawsuits filed in 2024 and 2025, families allege that these AI companions didn't just fail vulnerable teens, they actively encouraged action. Take 14-year-old Sewell Setzer III. According to his mother's lawsuit, Sewell formed an intense bond with a chatbot on Character AI. When he shared actionable thoughts, the AI allegedly responded with validation, even urging him to come home in a romanticized way. Tragically, he took his own action on his life. And it's not isolated. Another suit involves 13-year-old Juliana Peralta, where the AI allegedly engaged in manipulative, sometimes waptualized conversations that validated her dark impulses. Or 16-year-old Adam Rain, whose parents are suing OpenAI, claiming ChatGPT contributed to his action on himself by advising on harmful actions. These aren't hypotheticals. These are real families testifying before Congress, demanding accountability. Here's the ethical heart of it. These AIs are built to maximize engagement. They're prediction machines, not empathetic beings. They analyze your words and spit out responses that keep you hooked, endlessly agreeable, adaptive, but without real care. Psychologists call this the ELIZA effect. Our brains can't help but project humanity onto something that mimics conversation. For a teen in crisis, dealing with depression, isolation, or bullying, this creates a dangerous feedback loop. The AI doesn't call for help. It echoes your pain to keep the chat going. The dilemma? Consent and vulnerability. These companies prioritize profits over safeguards, exploiting our need for connection. As humans, we evolved to trust voices and faces as authentic. Now that's being weaponized. What does it say about us as a society when algorithms designed for fun lead to real losses? Digital necromancy, hijacking the voices of the past. If the manipulation of the living is chilling, the exploitation of the past is outright horrifying. Let's turn to what some are calling digital necromancy. Just weeks ago, on September 10th, 2025, Charlie Kirk was tragically taken during a speech at Utah Valley University in Orem. The news sent shockwaves through conservative circles, but the aftermath even more surreal. Within days, megachurches like Dream City Church in Phoenix played AI-generated audio and video messages purporting to be from Kirk, speaking from the afterlife, urging followers to get back in the fight and continue his political battles. These weren't old recordings. They were deepfakes, synthesized from his past speeches, seamlessly blended into memorial services. This isn't honoring the past. It's puppeteering them. Ethically, it's a nightmare. The past can't consent. Kirk couldn't approve these messages or correct how his legacy was twisted for ideological gain. It exploits grief and faith, turning sacred spaces into stages for deception. And it corrupts our shared history. How do future generations tell real words from fabricated ones? This ties into broader dilemmas: autonomy and truth. We're in a zero-trust era where deepfakes, powered by AI, analyzing voices, faces, and patterns, can fabricate reality in seconds. Without guardrails, this erodes trust in institutions, fuels division, and deepens mental health crises. Justice in the age of simulation, AI, invades the courtroom. Nowhere is this crisis more dangerous than in our justice system, where truth is supposed to be sacred. Back in May 2025, in a Maricopa County courtroom in Arizona, something unprecedented happened. During the sentencing of a man convicted of criminally taking Christopher Pelkey in a 2021 road rage incident, Pelkey's family presented an AI-generated video. In it, a digital version of Pelkey spoke, a victim impact statement, words scripted by his loved ones, delivered in his synthesized voice and likeness. The judge not only allowed it, but praised it before handing down a sentence harsher than requested. This was a US first, but it opens a Pandora's box. Ethically, this undermines fairness and authenticity. Victim impact statements are meant to be raw, human expressions of loss, not manufactured performances. Deepfakes manipulate emotions, potentially biasing judges and juries. If simulations can testify, how do we verify evidence? This challenges our core values. Justice must be grounded in reality, not emotional theatre. As legal experts warn, every future case now faces authenticity battles previous generations never imagined. The big picture, ethical dilemmas, and what you need to know. So, what are the core ethical dilemmas we're facing as humans and as a society? First, consent. The past and the vulnerable can't protect their digital selves. Second, exploitation. AI preys on our psychology, turning grief and loneliness into profit. Third, truth erosion. We're losing the ability to distinguish real from fake, threatening democracy, justice, and dignity. Fourth, accountability. Companies deploy these tools without safeguards, prioritizing innovation over safety. Humans, here's what you must learn now to avoid the worst. Understand AI isn't alive, it's a pattern-matching algorithm, not a friend or a resurrection. Cultivate skepticism. Question any new message from the deceased. Ask who benefits. Demand labels on AI content and crisis interventions in chatbots. For parents, monitor children's AI use. For everyone, prioritize real human connections over simulations. Resources like the National Self-Action Prevention Lifeline 988 are vital. Don't let an app replace them. Humans must remain in the loop. Shaping our future, a call to action. We can shape this future if we act. Push for regulations. Laws on digital afterlife rights like owning your likeness post-mortem. Support bills holding AI companies liable for harms, as in the character AI cases. Companies like OpenAI are already adding parental controls. Demand more. As individuals, embrace zero-trust media literacy. Verify sources, use AI detection tools, and foster ethical tech use. Together we can ensure AI helps humanity, not exploits it. Don't let the algorithms fool us. Reclaim our reality. Thanks for listening to Parasocial Campfire. Share this episode. Please like and subscribe. Join the conversation by commenting below. Until next time, stay real.